Hi guys, my name is Kirsten. My friends call me Cookie. I'm coming to you with a eyeshadow tutorial on how I got this cranberry inspired holiday look. All eyeshadow was provided by KookBook Cosmetics. I did just drop a makeup line. This is the first eyeshadow palette. It comes with a mirror and it is 12 colors, all inspired by holiday themed drinks and food. I did use all KookBook Cosmetic products on my eyes, and I also sell bottom lashes, so you'll see how I apply those as well. So if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. I am going to start by, I did my eyebrows already, off camera, and I'm using concealer. I use LA Girl Pro Concealer. I think it's best, this is the color Fawn. This is like my highlight shade, so I think it's best to use one of your highlight shades to prime your eye. I have a angled fluffy brush, so slightly angled. And once again, I have hooded eyes, and for those who don't know, if I look down, you see my lid a little bit. It's like little. Then I look up, it disappears, and you see that crease. So what I do is, I'm gonna take your palette. I'm gonna dip my angled fluffy brush. You can use any fluffy brush. I just like angled because once again I have hooded eyes. Dip it in cornbread. It's my flesh toned color, and I'm going to build it up. So I took from the same brush collection. I have a domed fluffy brush. It's a little tapered at the bottom and then is fluffier at the top. So this is gonna go into my crease. So the first brush, the first color we used, it went all over the lid, but this one is specifically, yeah, it's gonna be dragged only in the crease. So if I look up, you see where the line is. With my eyes being hooded, I have to go above that line and slightly in that line. What I'm gonna do is take the first brush you used and go back into cornbread. We're gonna blend out the edges. So like, soften it up, make sure it blends into our skin, blends into whatever else we're gonna do. Make sure everything is blended. I'm gonna dip it into hot cocoa with a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to define my crease. So my new crease, not my current crease. If you have hooded eyes, I'm talking to you. You're gonna define your crease. So it's kind of like, you don't want to put it up where, you don't want to put it up at the top above the burgundy. You want to put it like in the middle, right in the middle of the burgundy. I used a very skinny, not skinny, but like tapered blending brush. So it started off very small at the base and then it fans out. I took this brush, dipped it in hot cocoa, and put it in the middle of the cranberry sauce. So we mix in cranberry sauce with hot cocoa to get this like blown out sultry burgundy type look. It look a little crazy right now, for sure, for sure. We're gonna blend, 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 blend. Because I was trying to, and I promise y'all the next look, it is gonna be more beginner friendly. But I have to take pictures today, so I needed to do this look, and I was recording like, dang. I hope they can follow along because this is more slightly advanced, or for my more advanced eyeshadow wearers. But the next one is gonna be like a very normal wear, ready to wear eyeshadow look. I promise, I promise, I promise. And I'm gonna be doing that video tomorrow. So I have to cut my crease. So what I did was I took my lightest LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is medium beige, put it on the back of my hand, and it is super, super light. Then I took my concealer brush from the Burgundy, I'm sorry, not the Burgundy, the Rose Gold brush collection. Tapped it in there. The concealer brush is flat. And I'm gonna just show you how I do my cut creases. This might not be how everybody does theirs. This is how I do mine. So my issue is with hooded eyes, this is always hit or miss. So before I do that, I'm just go back in one more time with the dark hot cocoa, the dark brown color. And make sure it is in the right spot. Make sure that everything I need to be blended is blended. I brought that up a little high. I'm gonna take that same domed blending brush for Cranberry Sauce and blend out those edges one more time. And this is supposed to be a really like brunch looking makeup, but this is full glam. This is definitely full glam. It's definitely full glam. It's definitely full glam. And nothing wrong with full glam though, so. Okay, now that I blend it all out to my liking, I take my concealer and I dab it onto my eye at the very base. And then I look up. And when I look up, it gives me the dome shape that I need to carve out. I hope y'all understand that. So now I'm gonna take the concealer brush and start. I hope y'all can see this. Connecting that line. If you need more product, just dip it in. I get both sides like wet. Then I start connecting again. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this open, but this is pretty much what it look like. So you'll be able to see it. I'm gonna do the other side. I take the concealer and dab it along a little bit more actually, because I need it to be mapped out but not overlook up. Sorry, I know this look crazy. I know it look crazy. I just had to make sure it was outlined enough, and then I take the brush, the rest of the product, and start closing off the eye. I got concealer on my lip. But yeah, that's the best way I know how to do it. It's the best way and easiest way for me to explain it, even with people. And then my eyes are two different shapes, but that's okay. Just like eyebrows, I don't think nobody's face is perfectly symmetrical. Yeah. Okay. So now this is what we have. We closed it off a little. On the side, I do have a setting powder coming out. It is gonna be rose gold. It's gonna have my like thing on it, but this was my shade 3. But this is, it's not finished product, so I'm gonna use this to kind of like set that crease. Just to use a little bit, you don't need to apply a lot. There's barely anything on the brush. I just need to set it so it won't move, so it's not going anywhere. And I kind of press it and then dust it off, and then press it because I don't want the concealer to move at all. And then what I'm gonna do is take a dense brush. This is from the Rose Gold collection. I really hope I'm in frame doing all of this. And I'm gonna start brushing it in, filling in that like closed part. And it's gonna start blending even more because remember we originally took hot cocoa and put it in our crease. So you'll be able to see like the connection. I'm just making sure that everything is closed off. I'm gonna do the other side as well. And it's okay because I just saw I got that right there. We're gonna clean all of that up. So makeup does get a little messy. It does go everywhere. However, it's really all about how you want to do it. Like, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. I'm just showing y'all one way to do it. I'm pretty sure people watching and they're gonna be like, that's not how you do it. Well, this is how I do it. Okay. Dip it back in hot cocoa and keep blending. I use the first dense blush to apply the product, and this one is to just, I am doing a little rough with it, but I don't care, because we almost done. Thank y'all for bearing with me, and it don't even take that long for me, honestly. Dip it back in there. It's gonna look crazy, but it's gonna come together. Trust the process, trust the process. I'm gonna take the same little brush that we had cranberry sauce on, dip it back in cranberry sauce, and then blend out the same like edge, just moving over a little bit toward the middle of your eye, just to add a little bit more depth to the look. Well, so you see how it went from brown to burgundy to light. You want to make sure everything's blended. Brown to burgundy to light. Same thing. Brown to burgundy. And I'm flicking it inward, in toward the corner of the eye. I am gonna have to like slightly fix the cut crease right there. And when I'm tapping it, I'm literally dipping it. It's pigmented, so like you dip it in twice, you tap it off, and you flick it in. It's good enough. Lastly, I like, you don't have to, because this is cool. I got concealer everywhere. Do it all the time. You don't have to, but you can take pepper if you want a little bit more depth. And I'm using the same brushes that I dip hot cocoa in, because we done with hot cocoa for this look. You take pepper on that fluffy brush, you tap it off, you only need a little, and then you're going to put it only in that V, the outer V. This is your outer V, it's an angle. You're gonna put it only in the outer V. And what you're gonna do is do a small circle, then flick inwards. Inwards and upwards. It just gives it a little bit more depth, and I actually put too much, so I'm gonna wipe it off and do the same thing with the other side. The outer V inwards, and you're gonna put it in the V, so toward the crease, and then toward the lash line, then toward the middle. We'll come back over here. So it looks crazy. Please trust the process, y'all. I think I'm lying because I think I want Holiday Punch. Okay, yeah, Holiday Punch is what I wanted. It's like right next to Figgy Pudding. It's like its sister shimmer color. It's a mauve rose gold situation. And I'm putting it all over like the front where the white is. I mean, where the concealer is, and then I dragged it along the top for you can see the remaining of the crease. I'm gonna do the other side. Dip it in Holiday Punch. And the reason it's a funny story about this one. I don't think y'all care. But anybody who know me, friends, family, they know like my grandma has always been making this punch. God rest her soul. She's always made this really fire like holiday drink, and she mixed like Kool-Aid. It's supposed to be like a family secret, I think. She mixed like all these juices, soda, all this stuff together, and it's so good. It's so good, and she only made it around the holidays or any special event. Like, who gonna make the punch? Who gonna make the punch? That was always a thing. You see how it's coming together, y'all? Trust the process. But that's why I named it Holiday Punch, because that's something like, that was one of the first things when you became of age in the household. Okay, you old enough to make the punch now. It's your turn. Don't mess it up. You know, we need the punch. So why you gotta make the punch? So what I'm doing is taking that same blush, the only brush that we use for cranberry sauce, and I'm kind of like blending the shimmer together with the cranberry sauce. I'm trying to make sure it look okay. Now, my sister said do like a wing liner, but I've never, ever been able to do a wing. I think it's a combination of my hooded eyes, and I don't think those look good on me. They've never looked good on me, ever. I've never been able to pull one off. Granted, I've never had my makeup done professionally. However, whenever I've tried to do it, it just did not look good. So I always do, you can do a wing. If you got it, you that girl, do your wing. But me, I always stop at the outer, whatever it's called, outer V, because I can't, it don't look good. So, okay, I'm not gonna say this the finished look, but this just about the finished look. I'm gonna do my face and then come back so I can show you how I finish off with finish off the bottom of my eye and then lashes. So okay, sorry y'all. I had to switch to a voiceover because my sister and my nephews came over and they were in the background talking. So here you'll see me doing my individual lashes. I usually do 3 on each side. First, I took them off and stuck them to my arm. It's just easier and quicker for me. And then I have my wand of eyelash glue, and I pretty much use my tweezers to pick it up, dip it in the glue, only the top part, and then I stick it on my eye. And you'll see what I mean in the video. I stick it on my eyelash, I'm sorry. You see what I mean in the video. You'll see me finding a lash to stick it to, and then that's it. I usually take them off at the end of the day, so I don't try to like press it on there or anything because they're pretty stuck for the most part, especially with the mascara. But as long as you attach it to the eyelash, you'll be fine. Okay, so what you saw me do was remove that lash, and then I'm going to reapply it because I felt like it was sticking out. It was giving very much Spider-Man, or like, I don't know, it wasn't giving what I needed it to give. And then I fixed it, and you just see me adjusting my lashes and making sure that they weren't sticking out too much and everything looks in order. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I fixed my hair, applied some lip gloss, and just wanted y'all to see up close and personal after I finished everything. I did put on this mauve colored jumpsuit. I did say I was gonna go take pictures later, so I thought it went nicely with the eyeshadow. Not too much, just something simple, quick. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you learned, and stay tuned for more because I will be doing these more often. You can also comment what colors you'd like to see. I'm thinking next time I'm gonna do like a green using collards. That is my favorite. Goofy. That is my favorite shade, collards out there. Or what is pound cake? That's my second favorite. So I want to do one of these, but I'll do whatever you want me to do. So yeah, just comment down below and go pick yours up at the KookBookCosmetics.com.